So we're less than 2 weeks away from the first round of the NFL draft in Dallas. Former Georgia great Roquan Smith will be there waiting to hear his name called. He very well could be a top 10 pick, and if he isn't, he shouldn't be on the board much longer. I sat down with Smith on Friday to find out how he feels before the biggest night of his life. Tell me your most surreal moment since deciding that you were going to leave UGA early.
I would not say there was like a particular moment. I would say it's just the process and all. I'm just enjoying it for everything, enjoying it for what it's worth, just taking it all in, enjoying just traveling new places, meeting a lot of new people, and like just knowing I'm in a special situation and not many are able to have this experience. So I'm just very grateful for it.
There hasn't been one experience yet that surprised you at all?
No, that have not
way.
been. No, that have not. Like just surprised me? No, I kind of pretty much expect everything that has been happening, so like it's pretty awesome and I'm just really enjoying it.
Now, when you visit with different teams, you obviously meet with a bunch of coaches, you've met with a bunch of scouts. Tell me the biggest thing that coaches are telling you to do to get your stock up, even though you really don't have to get it up that much higher.
Well, at this point, my stock is pretty much, it is what it is, so there's always things that you can improve on, and I feel like I'm attacking my weaknesses always, and I feel like that's something, you can just continue to get better throughout life, in all phases. So I just feel like they're telling me this, that, but it's just more so of just talking, getting to know each other a little better and getting on the board and actually understanding your knowledge of the defense and whatnot.
You just mentioned weaknesses, so you're telling me you actually have some?
Oh, definitely.
On the field, what are they?
I would say my weakness on the field is maybe block protection, I would say.
And how much are you still trying to improve that?
Definitely feel like there's some things that I could do for as just getting stronger in the weight room and for as just like doing certain drills and whatnot, and actually practicing extending 6-inch punch, different things like that. So
you're known to be super aggressive when you're out on the field. I mean, anybody watching can tell that. You've got great speed. You miss an assignment, but somehow you're still able to make it. What separates you from all of the other linebackers in the league?
I would say my knowledge of the game, just being a student of the game, my IQ, and just knowing what the opposing offense wants to do prior to them even doing it. And I think that's very huge. And I would say definitely my speed, my range, and all of that helps me out a lot.
When did you realize that being a student of the game, you just mentioned your IQ, was so important?
I would say like early on in my career here, there was a senior guy in front of me by the name of Jake Gaines, and just the way he went about things and like how he really studied opposing offenses and whatnot, and so like just seeing how that like really helped him improve his play and whatnot, be in the right place at the right time and make a lot of plays that way. And I figured, hey, he did it this way, made a lot of plays, like why can't I? So that's definitely.
When you were recruited to come to Georgia, you were recruited by Mark Richt, and Kirby Smart is now here. What were the biggest differences or changes that you saw from one coach to the next?
Oh, well, they're two great guys in their own right. I enjoyed my time with Coach Rick my first year here. Then it was just change. Many people fear change in life, but you just have to accept it. And it was a new coach in. They thought it was in the best interest of the program, and I really enjoyed my 2 years with Coach Smart. He's a great guy and did a lot for this program when he played here. Now he's coaching, so I really enjoyed it.
And he let you hold on to him during that Disney ride. I saw that. That was pretty scary.
Hey, that
right?
was pretty scary. So I may look like this, but those rides can get the best of me. It felt like everything in my stomach was like dropping. So it was pretty scary.
A lot of people want to know, since so many of you guys are leaving, you're out of here, Sony Michel, Nick Chubb, I can go on. Obviously, the program is being left in great hands with Smart being at the head of it, but what do you think fans can expect next season? I think
the fans should expect a really good season. They have a lot of young talent here, and I feel like the way those guys are getting developed by Coach Smart, on and off the field, I feel like that'll definitely have those guys moving in the right direction. And I feel like they just, listen to Coach and do things the right way, like I'm sure they will. I think it'll be a pretty special year.
Have you met anybody You know, through this process of you having to visit teams, have you met other players that maybe you've reached out to that you guys are talking about the experiences?
We all just been staying in touch with each other and just, you know, asking each other about our different experiences, like how's your visit going here, how's your visit going there, because like we're all in different places and whatnot, so he may visit someone that I may not. I'm just like maybe just curious to know like what it's about.
Do you have any friends that are already in the league that you've been leaning on?
Well, I don't have many friends that are already in the league, but like when I was up in New York last week, talked it up with Ogletree, played at Georgia here, so that was pretty special. Had lunch together, so I enjoyed that.
Tell me what it was like during your pro day to be coached up by one of the best coaches in the league, Bill Belichick. What was that like for you? Was it a surreal moment? Was that finally a surreal moment?
It was definitely amazing, but at the end of the day, I knew I was there to handle business, but it was great being coached up by that guy. You know, grew up huge fan, you know, watched the guy on TV and all the amazing things he's done as a coach, but at the end of the day, I was there to handle business at Pro Day, so that was my main focus, and but I really enjoyed, you know, learning some new technique and different things like that from him.
Now, I don't know how much you watch the NFL, but is there any one offense that you just really want to go up against?
There's not one offense that I'm just like, oh my God.
Any player you really want to tackle?
There's not like I'm willing to tackle whoever, so I don't like I don't have it where it's like, oh my God, I just want to tackle this guy. So like it's whoever's on the schedule.
We know the draft's coming up. You're going to be in Dallas. You're one of the lucky few that gets to go. You'll be on TV, and we'll all know when you get chosen. You're taking your mom. You're a huge mama's boy, but who else is coming with you?
I have my 2 aunts going to come with me, my stepfather, have my cousin, then I have my mentor from here. I have my high school coach and my position coach from here and their wives.
Do you already know what you're wearing? That's always a big thing that night.
Yeah, so like I'm leaning in a direction, so I pretty much have a idea of what I'll be wearing.
Any hints?
It'll be, I'm not a flashy guy or anything like that, so it'll be classic and smooth, you know.
Okay, so you'll keep up with us. You'll let us know how everything goes.
I definitely will.
Cool. Thank you so much, Roquan.
Of course.
I'm still going to work on it, Fred. I'm still going to try
to
to find out
Come on,
what
he's
he's
going
going
to
to
be smooth with
wear.
a V. There's no doubt about that.
And listen, for all of you guys watching, I shouldn't say this, but Fred has a serious man crush on Roquan.
He's such a great player.
Serious.
I mean, the way he plays the linebacker position, nobody ever gets into his, gets into his legs. I mean, he's able to get through traffic, smoothly. His angles of
Smooth and
pursuit.
classic, like his outfit's going to be on draft night.
He's
It's going to be
smooth.
exciting. And, of course, we will keep up with him and find out where he goes. He's visited many teams. He's going to go high. He's going to go high, and he's deserving.
Wish
he's
him
so
the best,
deserving.
no doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.